Hey everybody, guys, before I start the video, if you care to look at that that sort of mark on the wall there, you know, just in case you're wondering, because I'm sure somebody's going to ask me in the comment section, that is when I'm having sex with a chick and her head bangs against the wall. That's what's caused that, okay? Go ahead, judge me. Right, I just wanted to do this little video to give you some basic, simple little tips that could help you in your everyday life. And what these tips will do is they'll calm you down, and they'll also clear up a little bit of brain fog that you might have, okay? Because in my worst days, the brain fog I suffered with was absolutely terrible. And you know what it's like when you're stressed and you can't think straight? Well, what I'm going to do now is just give you a few tips to help you along your way, because it's my understanding from what I have been through myself. And I've just been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, by the way. So I can tell you that intrusive thoughts cause anxiety. But I can tell you that it's actually the other way around also. That the higher levels of anxiety you have, the more intrusive thoughts you'll have. Okay? And I'm talking purely from my own experience, and if it was that way for me, it can be that way for other people. So here are the basic tips that you could implement into your life that would make your life easier and make you see straighter a little bit, okay? Number 1, exercise. Okay? I'm a 54-year-old dude. I go up the gym and I do like an hour on the treadmill. And I'll throw a few weights around. And when I come back, guys, I kid you not, I am not lying about this, I actually feel like a different guy after I've been to the gym. And if I don't feel like going to the gym, I put weight into a rucksack, not too much, just enough for me to feel it. And I'll go hill walking, and there's some really steep hills around where I am, and I'll go walking for an hour and a half. I'll come back, I'll shower off, and again I feel like a different person. Okay, so there's exercise. Exercise will calm the amygdala. The amygdala is the part of the brain that sends out the distress response, which is what makes you feel nervous, which is what makes you feel stressed, which is what makes you feel anxious. So it'll calm that down for you, okay? The next thing is caffeine. Limit your intake of caffeine, okay? I don't drink coffee after about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And let me tell you something, it's been absolutely life-changing. And what I hope to do soon is completely eliminate coffee or caffeine in general from my life and never ever go back. Because caffeine is the most popular drug in the world. And that's exactly what it is. It's a drug. It stimulates the amygdala. And when the amygdala is stimulated, the more fearful you get. So I would cut down on the caffeine, kick it out of your life if possible, and also look into certain foods, because some of what you eat, including sugar, can also have an effect on you, okay? The next thing, which leads me very nicely into sleep. the better sleep you get, the calmer your amygdala will be. The calmer your amygdala, the less likely you are to have intrusive thoughts. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is going to eliminate your OCD. What you need is ERP treatment. You know, in order to tackle obsessions, you need ERP treatment, preferably with a professional, people like NoCD, which you can download the app and so forth. Especially if you were in the States, Canada, Australia, UK. You can download the app and you can speak to a professional and get proper treatment. ERP is what's needed, but these little strategies will help you along the way, and sleep is a real priority. Okay? So, I mean, how many times in your life, and I know how many times in mine, I haven't had good sleep, and you feel like you're unable to cope. You get stressed and anxious and tense over the slightest little thing. And I think maybe it's due to the fact of the connections between the amygdala and the cortex, the thinking mind, may be a little bit weaker, you know, with lack of sleep. And you really ought to look it up online yourself. Look it up online yourself. Sleep is good for the amygdala. It's good for anxiety. Okay? So, before I go, let me just mention 3-minute meditations. Okay? Now, a lot of people feel intimidated by meditating. And in truth, it's not really my thing. But for therapy, it's good. Okay? And see, people think if they're going to meditate, they're going to have to sit there for hours and whatever. And some people do, and some people enjoy it. But you could start off with little mini bites. Start off, or even end that way if you really want to, with 3-minute meditations. And I think there's something on YouTube called the 3-minute meditation space, or the 3-minute breathing space, or something like that. Guys, it's 3 minutes. Do 3 minutes in the morning, 3 minutes in the afternoon, 3 minutes at night. And that again will help to calm you down. Okay? So, and also what you could do, and I found this a little bit helpful, is watch out for the way you're breathing. Are you breathing from your chest, or is your breath going deeper, and is it your stomach that's moving in and out? Because if your chest is moving in and out, if your chest breathing, then that will send a message to the amygdala that, you know, it'll basically wind the amygdala up. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to look up breathing exercises. And you need to breathe, like if you put your hand on your stomach here, make sure that the hand goes in and out, and not the chest. The chest should be more still. So learn to belly breathe, okay? And do that a few times a day. So you've got the breathing, you've got the meditation, all these things you can look up online, okay? You get the exercise, you get the lack of caffeine, you get good sleep. All these things will help to calm your amygdala, and it'll help to clear the brain fog that you are probably going through. I don't know how many times in my life I've been stressed and I can't think straight. And if anybody wants to watch a video of mine called The Terror of Pure Obsession, I speak of a horrific part of my life where I literally lived in constant fog. Like looking through, it was almost like going into a fun fair and looking into one of those warped mirrors. And recently I've been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. So I think with OCD and generalized anxiety, it would explain all this fog that I was in, this constant rumination and worry. And see, when the amygdala gets activated, the amygdala can cause brain fog. So anyway, guys, I don't really want to go on too much. It's just a little video to try and get you to look at these things, because they can help you in your everyday life. Intrusive thoughts cause anxiety, but anxiety can also cause intrusive thoughts. So calm, or try to calm the mind down by implementing these things. But don't forget, it's ERP treatment that you actually need. You need to allow the intrusive thoughts to come in. And just to say one thing before I go, I've actually got, it's one of my earliest videos. I do a mindfulness meditation thing, which is specifically done for allowing intrusive thoughts to come in and sitting with them. And you might need or want to have a look at that. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Please leave a like if you like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye for now.